Hey everyone, this week's theme is protein. So I'm going to make this video just give you guys some tips and tricks on how to increase your protein intake throughout the week. Also give you some ideas about what to eat or what I eat throughout the week. Generally, I think people are pretty good when it comes to dinner and lunch. Usually people will cook a dinner in the evening and most of the time it's going to have a good portion of protein in there. Probably a good balanced meal, and I think most people will portion that up and maybe use some for lunch the next day. Where people struggle with protein the most, in my experience working with clients, is breakfasts and snacking and stuff like that. So I'm going to give you some ideas about what I eat today and give you some tips and tricks on how to get your protein intake higher in the morning and basically what to eat, or give you some ideas of what to eat for breakfast. I think the best thing you can have, in my opinion, is some kind of like overnight oats or a pot of oats in the morning. So this is what I use here. I have these most days. I make this the night before. It takes about 5 minutes tops to make. It's really versatile. I use almond milk in there, so it doesn't need to stay in the fridge. So again, like super versatile, don't need to worry about it going off, and it'll last a couple of days if you don't eat it as well. So I'll let you know what's in mine, and then obviously you guys can go away and kind of play around with it. So first things first, oats, good portion of oats in there, anywhere over 50 grams for me, 50 to 70 grams. With that, I'm going to have a scoop of protein powder. I can use different flavors throughout the week if I get a little bit bored of certain flavors. Have some cinnamon in there as well, and I'll have a scoop of peanut butter just to get some good fats in, and then also some frozen berries in there as well, just to get my fiber in there and then make it taste a little bit nicer as well. Like I said before, I use almond milk in mine. Doesn't matter what you use really, but almond milk's good because it doesn't go off and it'll stay a few days. If you haven't got a fridge, you need to keep it in the car or something, super handy to have on the go. Really good way to start the day. You've got protein in there, which is going to keep you satiated throughout the morning, but you've also got carbohydrates in there, a good source of carbohydrates from the oats. That's going to be a nice slow release of energy throughout the morning. So that is an absolute game changer. Play around with the recipes, guys. You can make some super tasty ones. I've seen a lot of people as well will change up the almond milk for Greek yogurt. So there's options there for doing like a Greek yogurt version as well, and I know some of them are really tasty too. So the overnight oats, go with that one before anything, guys. For anyone who hasn't got time to make anything the night before, I'm going to show you now some ideas of high protein breakfast or snacks that you can have in the morning on the go. So fruit first. I know this isn't protein, but it's important that we're not just banging the protein in and having nothing else. If I need something in the morning, protein wise, I'll probably have a bit of fruit with it. Okay, so don't forget about that. We've got shakes here. So protein shakes, obviously super handy, really easy to have on the go, whether you're in the car or on the train or something like that. These are a little bit more expensive than normal, I think. These are pretty bougie. I picked them up from the garage on the way. But usually if I get these, I'll get them from Aldi. They're pretty cheap. There's about 15 to 20 grams of protein in each one, and they're pretty tasty as well. So wouldn't have them every morning, but again, if you're on the go or in a little bit of a rush, these are going to be a great option for you. We've got some yogurts here. These, again, really tasty. I'll have one of these every day. Got some different brands here. We've got Arla Hazelnut Latte. That's an absolute game changer. That's super tasty, that one. And then this one's from Aldi, a little bit cheaper, but generally, guys, really nice. Great way to get your protein in the morning. I'd probably just pair this up with a little bit of fruit or something like that. And then some protein bars as well. Again, some really nice flavors here. These are grenades. These are probably the most expensive ones, but if you're savvy with it, you can get some way cheaper ones. I usually go to Home Bargains for them because they're way cheaper in there. They do sell these as well, and they're like half the price as well. So again, I wouldn't have these every day, but if you're in a bit of a rush and you haven't got your oats or something like that, or you haven't got time to make breakfast, great way to get your protein intake higher in the morning. And then also have a think about things you can make at home as well. I'll have eggs quite a lot, guys. Probably do like 4 eggs, maybe scrambled or fried or something like that, maybe with a bagel. Again, with the eggs, really good source of protein, and then you got some fats in there as well. So some ideas there for you guys to have protein in the morning. I'm going to finish with this as well. There's a bit of a reoccurring joke in the gym about what I eat for breakfast. Sometimes people will come in and see me eating like basically dinner for breakfast. That's okay, guys. Yeah, there's no rules for breakfast. You shouldn't have to eat certain foods at certain times of the day. If you've got stuff there that's ready to go and you want it, have it. There's no rules for breakfast. Like a main meal that you're having at dinner usually is going to have a good protein source in there, some kind of carbohydrate, and then probably some fiber as well, or some veg or something like that. And that's pretty much what you need throughout the day. So why not eat that in the morning? Get creative, guys. I hope you got some ideas from this. And if you need any help, just give one of the coaches a shout or reach out.